In the criminal justice system, sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous. On the internet, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the A-Team.
Hello, 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 hello. If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. Welcome to the section of YouTube that nobody ever listens to. It's Friday night, and I'm off. So I said, I got some things I want to talk about. Click like, please click like as you come in. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. And since I don't know how to dress, I'm just going to sit here in my sweats and my wolf slippers, and I'm going to have myself a good old time. Because again, I say, welcome to the section of YouTube that nobody watches. Howdy. How y'all doing? Let me get comfortable here. Y'all all right? Yeah, that's good. Let me go. Adjust this a little bit. There we go. There we go. How y'all been? Who's that? Yes, that was Jabba the Hutt eating a Twinkie. I like that one. I'm gonna have to do some remind. Oh, that's a good one. I'm gonna use that on my next thumbnail. What's up? What's up, everybody? Mad Church Disease, Uncle Fred, Kimberly, Dog Cigar, Angie, Kim Harper, Sweet Pea, Dog Cigar Mafia, Pamela Haynes, Gail Grimes, Lynn. See, I make sure I didn't miss nobody. Charity, how you doing? Welcome, 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 welcome. So, I felt like cutting up tonight. Hello, Sherry. I felt like cutting up a little bit. Let me drink my wine from Spain. If you've never been to Cooper's Hawk, get the chocolate noir from Cooper's Hawk. It's good. It's good. Good wine from Spain. And yeah, good old chocolate and raspberry wine. So, while we're here, I've been staying out the way. I haven't been cutting up. I haven't been bothering nobody. But for some reason, people still want to talk about me. I'm not a co-conspirator. I'm nobody's co-defendant. I ain't, I'm not under investigation by the feds. I'm not a convicted felon. None of that. So, I don't know what to tell you. Me and Marcel's been sitting this one out. We just been watching. But for some reason, we are what's popular to talk about. But here's the thing. Two things I learned growing up. My parents always taught me, never argue with a fool, because from a distance, nobody can tell which one of you is a fool, if not both of you. That's one. And a person, and my mom and dad used to always say, a person can't argue by themselves. So if you don't go back and forth with them, they can't argue. They're just out here talking and they make themselves look crazy. And I don't mention nobody's name. I don't call them by name. I don't give anybody that kind of attention. And because I ignore them, they get mad. It infuriates them because in order for them to create content, I have to mention their name. I have to put their pictures on thumbnails or hashtag or let it be known I'm talking about somebody. But since I don't care, because the only reason I even know people talking about me, because somebody tell me, because I don't watch, because I don't care. I got a life. I got friends. I got family. I got people I love. I got people that love me back. That's what I've been focusing on. When I got sick, that was my wake-up call. I'm not going to be out here arguing with nobody. You know what I'm doing? I'm chilling. Because next Saturday at 1 o'clock, my oldest son graduates from college. That's what I've been focusing on. Tomorrow morning, my second oldest son, his fiance comes back home from college. I'm going to have a house full. Both my oldest two boys are home, you know. My oldest son graduating next Saturday. Yes, the Security and Exchange Commission are involved. It's about to get ugly around here. The feds is involved. Oh, Lynn, I ain't worried about you. You're talking about me. What's up, sir?
What's up, sir? Can you hear me well?
I hear you. Great. Just fine.
Good.
Well, we've been sitting it out. Marcella's got his life. I got mine. I'm on my family. I'm getting ready to celebrate my oldest child graduating from college. I'm not out here arguing with nobody. We just sitting in here, drinking our wine, eating our snacks, and watching the shit show. That's all we've been doing. Marcellus ain't been bothering nobody. I ain't been bothering nobody. Only people he's been talking about are people that's already, as they say, it's already been out in the public spaces. So he's only talking about what's already out here on the news. The lady got arrested 2 years ago and was able to walk around scot-free for 2 years. Back in September of this year, she pled guilty to one of the 3 counts she was charged with. She gets sentenced on the 19th in 13 more days.
And the key to that is they sealed the other 2 charges. That's the key to that.
There you go. Because I think, this is just my opinion, she flipped on somebody. She wore a wire. She snitched on somebody. Somebody got to go to jail.
Lynn is too much. Lynn, talking about you too busy calling us every day and falling asleep. Listen to that,
Lynn. But see, that's what happened. I do fall asleep. I might even nod off here. Then I'm gonna log off. But I work 3 jobs.
I think it's like 4.
Yeah, damn. Forgot all about the 4.
Yeah. I think it's like 4.
So on average, I work 75 to 80 hours a week. Because I got 2 kids in college. That's what us men do. That's what us real people do. We take care of our family. I got 2 kids in college. Well, this other one, he just went to his last class today.
Praise God for that.
Yeah, praise God. He took his final and he graduated next Saturday, 1 o'clock. At 1 down, and then the other one graduate in May. And he getting married next year this time. So I'm done. My baby boy working in the school, putting himself through school. So I'm done. In May, I'm done. I can cut back. So I have real things I'm dealing with, real life. I finally got to the point where I was able to properly grieve the passing of both my parents. When I got sick, that was my wake-up call. Because if I kept going to work at the rate I was going to be with my parents. So I chilled. I sat down. You're right, man. I do. Yeah. But I love them.
Well, he'll be crying when they're not in that refrigerator. Like I told him the other day. Yes, you will. You'll be crying when them boys leave and you in that house by yourself.
I want to see what that feel like for a little while. I think I'll adjust.
Okay,
you'll adjust to them not being in my group.
You will adjust, but you're gonna have your days, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. Empty nest. It is what it is. But see, I thought about it. I said, and something you said, Marcel, just hit me hard like a brick. Why am I arguing with people that have no life? What do I gain from it? They gain everything. I lose.
Well, I think it's about protecting our energy. I think I think when you go back and forth with people who are determined to just mislead people and to be dishonest, it's not going to go anywhere. And you spending your time and your energy, spending all of your wills to have those types of conversations is just worthless. Now I can sit back in the peripheral and just laugh my butt off because what they don't realize, and I've said this time and time again, is that you're helping me. Like today, I got 55 new subscribers. Thank you so much. Because you keep talking, because the more you talk, the more people are going to subscribe, and the more people are going to find out who I am and what I'm all about, and they stay and they participate and they support the channel. So God bless you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah. For the section of YouTube that nobody watches.
Right. You know what, Sweet Pea? Here's the thing. I am so exceptional at what I do. It scares the hell out of people. And I have come to understand that over the years. And plus, Sweet Pea, my voice carries weight. You understand what I mean? When I speak about church issues or I speak about things in the institution, people perk up and they listen, and rightfully so. And so therefore, of course, they're going to do that. And I don't mind. To be honest with you, I am well prepared for it, and it will be ignored. I will not be paying any attention to any of that stuff. God bless them, as I've said a numerous amount of times. And to each his own. Now, onward, Christian soldier. Onward, Christian soldier. I mean, that's the only answer I can give you. Now, let's face some facts here, Darryl. You said it in your opening. I'm not. TD Jakes is not after me. You know what I'm saying? TD Jakes has not filed a lawsuit and named me in that lawsuit.
Not one time.
Right. So, my name is not mentioned. My YouTube program is not mentioned. So those individuals have to come to grips with the fact of the information that they presented to the public. And not too many days henceforth, when Duane Youngblood stops running and accept his legal papers, then we'll be able to move this situation forward. But he's doing what some other YouTubers and folks do. They're running. And it is what it is, but God bless them. As I keep saying, God bless them. Listen, Duane Youngblood brought this story to the public. We didn't ask him, we didn't take a vote. So he presented the information to the public. So if he presented the information to the public, then he has to accept the public's viewing of this information and the scrutiny of the public. And if he can stand up under his own truth and tell the truth, then it makes a little bit of a difference of a situation. What say you about that, Darryl?
I don't believe nothing he say, but that's my opinion. And I weigh everything. I look at the people that's doing the accusing. I look at the people that's being accused, and I weigh their reputation. Now, and all the time I've been seeing this man on TV, Bishop Jakes, I had this the first time that something like this popped up. And when he got tired of it, he took action. It almost shut him down, the stress of it all. And somebody, more than one, about 11 people, are going to be held accountable for what they did to this man, because he got money longer than train smoke, longer than the smoke on this cigar that I'm puffing on, and he's going to get everybody.
Well, let me add to this because I think this is important for people to understand. I think that they used Duane Youngblood to try to draw out TD Jakes so that they could add additional people to his court case.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what's probably going to end up happening is some long legal battles, and they're going to, I don't know if they're going to, if the judge is going to accept those individuals being added to this case as witnesses, etc. But in essence, what they've decided is we don't have enough evidence when it comes to Duane Youngblood, which is, of course, what we already know, right? So they're
Uh-huh.
going to try to add these other people in to sort of bolster their case. And unfortunately, I think that the people who thought about this or who thought about doing this did not consider the fact that just because you come out and make an allegation and you get some people to do the pile on, they're saying, oh, it's going to tarnish Bishop Jake's reputation for the rest of his life and all of this stuff. And Darryl, it may do that. It's a possibility, but
To
here's
some people, to
but
some, but not the masses.
right. I mean, but to people who are intelligent and who read and who look at the information and take it upon, and I realize that when we talk about church people, a lot of times we're not talking about people who read and who look at the information properly. But I think this is a storm based upon how it's being presented that I think he would be able to weather. And now if there's other individuals who come forward and who make claims and they have proof, then we'll deal with those when those cases arise. But from what I've seen thus far, man, there's nothing here. This is a nothing burger.
This is it's a money grab. This is a shakedown, as we say in the street. This is a good old fashioned shakedown. This is extortion. This is bribery, blackmail, all of that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, in my opinion, I just think that the whole thing is just utterly ridiculous, and for intelligent people, I think they're just not going to play that game. But
Mm-mm.
and I understand people want TD Jakes to be guilty because of his association with Eddie Long. I've heard so many different things coming forward, but it's like, come on, guys, give me a break. I mean, we got to be adults about the situation,
Mm-hmm.
and let me just say this: you talking about me and calling me names is not going to take away from the fact of the people who are involved surrounding this particular situation.
It's about
uh
to get ugly.
right. And so you can talk about me as much as you please, because the more you talk, the more I'm gonna be on my knees praying
Me.
and talking to God. So
That's right.
you do what you want to do, and I'll do what I need to do, and then the rest will be history.
Because we ain't listed in no documents.
At all. My name and my podcast is not listed at all in there.
Mm-mm.
I didn't give space and room for anyone to come up and to make salacious claims about individuals. And you know what I find so ironic about all of this is that when the person was asked about it, they said, "Oh, well, I'm going to take a back seat to this because all I did was give people a platform to tell their story." And if we don't find that ironic over here, you guys, you need to take a
Ain't that
step back.
what I did? Ain't
Yeah,
that what
yeah,
I did?
yeah, pretty much. And so I just find it tremendously ironic.
Mm-hmm.
So God bless them. Like I said before, I'm not going to waste my time on them or with them. I'll stick to my research, stick to doing what I'm doing. And we'll be dealing with the Securities and Exchange Commission next week, and we'll be going through that whole process next week, and I'll keep you guys updated on that, and I'll be
Mm-hmm.
sharing with you guys some other information. But in the meantime, I'm not wasting my time talking to these people about anything. No, not at
Yeah.
all.
For some reason, I don't know why people feel the need to say, "Oh, they should sue them. They should do this to them." We ain't bother nobody. We just sitting there reading stuff and looking over here and looking over there, reading some more documents, reading a news article that was released by the federal courts. We ain't said nothing. We just like, "Oh, that's what happened. Oh, they were mighty quiet about that. Oh, she did this, she did that, she's got this, and this." That's all we did.
Well, and I'll tell you another thing, Darryl. It's funny to me that they don't know the emails and the people who have reached out to me in
Mm,
regards to the things that have happened to them,
mm,
in regards to some stuff surrounding all of these things.
yeah.
And and we'll talk about that at a later particular point in time.
Mm,
But I find it very, very interesting. Now, I don't know if you know this or not, and because I was gonna call Jimmy Battles the other day, but I stopped myself, and I haven't even reached out to him because he's living his best life, and I didn't really want to drag him into anything.
mhm.
So, but I heard a vlogger tell a story about the reason why he didn't want to do the Jimmy Battle story is because George Bloomer stood up on a Zoom call and showed them his penis. And that's what made them drop the case and say that they weren't going to pursue it or so forth. And I found that to be quite interesting that all these men were on a Zoom call and one of them just decides to arbitrarily stand up and show the rest of them his penis. And although I do know that George Bloomer has been in prison, so I'm pretty sure showing his penis was not something that was irregular for him to do. But I just found that whole situation quite interesting. And
Yeah,
so
that's true. That's
if it
interesting.
yeah,
I
very
don't think
interesting.
I don't think me and you ever had that unction to just during our group chats with the moderators, just stand up and show our body parts to each other. I don't think we ever did
Oh,
that.
Lynn would have been slain in the spirit. Lynn would have been underneath the kitchen table. Now Moni might have hung around her and Christine, but Lynn would have been slain in the
Would have been
spirit.
casting out demons and throwing water at the screen. Like, you are the devil, you are of Satan.
I ain't lying. That is too funny.
Yeah.
That is funny.
Well, if we'd
But
have did that and then Lynn was sitting there, Lord have mercy.
but here's the thing. Hey, Lewis, the thing is,
What's going on, man?
people have to understand. And I've said this a couple of times here over the last couple of lives. This isn't about any vlogger at this point. This has gone
Mm-mm.
beyond these people, right? This has gone beyond me. This has gone beyond you. This has taken on a different life of its own. And if you stay on the outside, this isn't personal. I'm not making it personal about anybody. I'm just sticking to the facts of what's out there. Here we go, Regina. Regina, why are you starting some mess? So we just stand on the outside. That's Regina. Regina's so funny. But
Mm-hmm.
just stand on the outside and we'll just report it how it needs to be reported. That's
Yeah.
all.
All we're doing is we in the bleachers. We not on the field. We in the bleachers watching.
And enjoying every bit of it.
And I'm here for it all. I'm just laughing and enjoying myself. And can't nobody blame none of this on me because I'm not involved.
Well, here's another term for you, Darryl. Reverend Click Clack. What a 360-degree turn he has made. Isn't that interesting?
Yes. And I want to ask him so bad, what happened to make you change your way of thinking?
Because in the beginning he was like, "Oh, that Darryl Moore fella is crazy," and did boot did be, and then all of a sudden now he is like going ham. And the funny thing about it is, if you listen to him, he makes sense.
And he been saying what I said 2 years ago.
Exactly.
Imagine that. Everybody, oh, he's mentally unstable. He's violent. He's crazy. But 2 years later, insider trading, inflating stocks, beating people out of thousands and thousands of dollars. Now, all of a sudden, everything I said, now, oh, he was telling the truth all along. People that couldn't stand me. Now, all of a sudden, I'm right. Go figure. I'm not out here talking about, I told you so and all that. It's like Marcel said, it's way beyond me. This is a serious situation. I want to make sure y'all understand. This situation has the potential for a lot of people to have their face, since they want to be so famous. A lot of people this has the potential for a lot of people to start showing up on CNN and other news shows.
And
Federal indictments.
Absolutely. And then, they'll of course be trying to spin the narrative there as well. But the fact remains, if you're reading what's been stated and the allegations that have been stated in the case. I mean, it is quite clear for so many of us. But you know what, guys? So many of us have been saying this for the last couple of years, but now it's just time to take a step back and just let the case take on a life of its own and let the case speak for itself. That's kind of how I feel about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting crazy. It's getting to the point where I'm like, ooh, somebody gonna get a knock at their door or door kicked in, and they're gonna be like on the ground. They're gonna be putting pistols and flashlights in your face. Because this is serious. This is not some little YouTube beef stuff. This is the United States versus you.
Right.
That's what this is gonna come up as. United States government. That means they're gonna take every dollar they got to put your black tail in prison for many, many years. And let's be real, ain't nobody over here that's out here is under the age of 40. Everybody's 40 and up. So if they put you in jail for 20, 25 years, 30 years in prison, that's pretty much a life sentence. You're not in your 20s where you get out, you 40, you still young. Right. You 40 right now, 40 plus right now. If they put a charge on you, because the feds don't come after you unless it's 10, 15, 20 or longer in prison. And you don't get early release in the feds. You're going to do that whole sentence unless you wear a wire, unless you agree to turn evidence over on somebody else.
Yeah, you agree to become state's evidence. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, unless you agree to flip on somebody. And that's what that Weems lady did. Don't you be a fool. She had 3 felony charges.
2 of them just disappeared.
The federal government, not her lawyer, the federal government went to the judge and said, hey, we want these 2 charges sealed. What that means to me, because I've had the unfortunate experience of having to go to court, when I was charged with something, that means that they got some names that they don't want out there yet. That means they got some bigger fish to fry than Rosalind Weems. She's a small fish. They're going after the big fish. They're going after the people that put her out there to do what she was doing.
Right.
And that means to me, because when you get arrested in 2022 and nothing is said in the public, and you get to walk around here scot-free for 2 years, that means you told on somebody.
Well, I'll tell you.
You wore a wire.
I'll tell you a video I found, Darryl, quite interesting. One of these vloggers had this conference, and inside the conference, Bernard Jordan comes down and says in the conference he's giving $125,000 in the conference. Then here comes Rosalind Weems coming up. She says, well, I'll match what Bishop is giving. I'll match it with $125,000. That's $250,000. That's $250,000. Yep. So you're telling me that this vlogger in this one meeting between 2 people got $250,000, and that doesn't even include what else those other individuals raised. Now it's on videotape. So when individuals go to looking and searching to try and see, okay, are these numbers matching up? It's going to be very interesting to see, what folks are able to find, because it's got to be in the data, and folks are lying. And I think that's all a ruse. These people will say, it's kind of like, oh, I'm going to give 50. So now all the crowd says, well, I'll give what he's giving, and I'll give what they're giving, and we'll give more money. It's just a ruse to get people to give more money. That's all it is.
Because what's going to happen? They didn't vet this woman. She popped up out of nowhere. She was working with Jordan. She's the youngest of 14 kids, grew up in Mississippi, dirt poor. Now all of a sudden, I could have went to the edge of my property and brought lobsters.
Ridiculous.
You talking about you're going to go to, that's not how that works. You go out into the deep sea to get lobsters. You don't go to the edge of your property, even if you got beachfront property, and go get a lobster out shallow water. You got to go out to the deep to get the lobster. So that's lie number 1. You claiming you got 58. One day you say you got 68 acres. Next time you say you got 58. But you claim you lived in Maine, but your address said New Hampshire because that's where you got charged, was in New Hampshire. But you're from Mississippi. You grew up on a cotton farm. You grew up
and don't have a license. But don't have a license whatsoever. Don't have a license. That's the part that's getting me. All it would have took some people to do is some basic research, and this woman didn't even have didn't have basic information. Kimberly says Rosalind Weems' cousin was this supposed to be unalived his wife in Mississippi? Is that what she's saying that happened?
Yep.
Wow. Wow.
She's the youngest of 14 kids and from a small, poor little place in Mississippi. She grew up in a cotton field.
Wow.
She's a poor Southern girl, but nobody vetted her. She popped up out of nowhere, scamming and scheming. I didn't even really dig deep. I just did a little light homework on her. And I turned over 7 aliases. She's in the last 10 years, every year, she's either started and stopped a new business every year for the last 12 to 15 years. She's had a new business every other year. And I wasn't even looking hard. No assets to speak of, but you got 58 acres of land on beachfront property in Maine. Okay, we shall see. But you don't own that. But you claim you got this spacious place up in Maine, but you from Mississippi. M-I, crooked letter I, humpback I. You from Mississippi.
Mm. Her place in Maine must have been next to Pee Wee's Playhouse, because that's the only way I think it could happen. That's the bottom line to that. Ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, nobody vetted her. Nobody took the time to follow up and find out who she really was. Oh, she's this credible person. She's this stockbroker. Never had a license, ever. Did the homework.
Wow.
But she was out here giving stock tips, which is illegal. And anybody that was a part of her rules, you're going to get caught up just like she is. Because she's not going to prison by herself. You mark my words now. Y'all was I don't know her. She scammed all of us. No, she didn't. There's pictures and video of her at conferences with people giving workshops, charging all this money. And some of the people she scammed, they hired a private investigator and they dug up some stuff on her. And they found out she didn't check out.
Yeah, some of those people from one of those individuals is going to be putting me in touch with the PI that they use, but we're gonna touch bases on that on next week. But what I will tell you is the sad part about this is the excuses that people will make for other people's bad behavior and their inability to do just a basic Google search. Because if you do just a basic Google search on this woman, you can come across some information. Now, I want to go back to something you said, Darryl. This woman was a part of Bernard Jordan's church. She was in what they call the prophetic circle. According to Tasha Global said this woman, that's how she was introduced to her. So that if Bernard Jordan was accepting tithes from this woman and he's taking money from this woman, at some point somebody would have to think, okay, well, where is this woman getting this money from? Who is she? And if you're bringing her into your prophetic circle, now watch this, you all in the comments. I went looking on everybody's YouTube channel trying to find the videos on this woman. Guess what they've done? Scrubbed all them videos. They took all them videos down, but I was still able to find a couple of them. And I was like, okay, let me hurry up and download these before they get rid of them. But yeah, they scrubbed it. They've been scrubbing.
Too late now. Because if we saw them, the feds already saw them.
And I'm sure this woman has got to be, her stomach has got to be in knots, because not too many weary days of journey, she's on her way to a federal prison. In
custody, in handcuffs. Unless they give her probation on the condition that she testify against somebody else. And if I was one of them people that was in cahoots with her, I'd be scared right now.
Yeah. And here's another thing. I mean, not to just be ladies, I'm not trying to be rude, but I don't think you're able to buy a new weave in the commissary shop. I think the only thing you can get at the commissary is them honey buns and the top ramen noodles, because all that weave got to come out of her head and all that stuff that she over there trying to, And I told people, I said, if you just look at her hair should have told you she wasn't that rich. That should have been an indication to you that woman didn't have no money. Because people who got money, let me tell you something, their hair looks, it don't look dry, except if you Gayle King. I mean, you got to be Oprah's friend for your hair to look super dry.
Yes, Charity, she was providing stock advice in Patreon for a fee.
For a fee. Well, and get this, Charity, if she was providing it for a fee and it was in Patreon and someone was making money off of those stock tips being provided as well, that is also an issue.
That's a conspiracy. That's called conspiracy. That's a felony.
I'll just let you know that is an issue.
That the Security and Exchange Commission will be looking into.
Ebony. Hey, Ebony. Somebody say Big Alex can give her some straight black braids. Yeah, she probably would look better with those straight black braids, because most black women look better to me in their natural hair anyway, but that's just me.
But she about to find out in 13 days. Because if she play her cards right, she might get probation. But I don't see her getting probation because of the amount of money that she's accused of stealing.
And I forgot, how many years did they say that her charges start with? Was it 5 to 10 or 10 to or was it 10 to 20?
20 and up. She was looking at 20 and up. She's looking at 20 and up. If she all three of them charges, but when the federal government sealed 2 of the charges and she pled guilty to 1 back in September. This is December. 3 months ago, she pled guilty, and they all knew about this for 3 months that she had pled guilty, and they kept it hush hush. And then when the story broke, she scammed all of us. She scammed everybody. No, she didn't. You was her partner for the last 2+ years. You knew. Now let's see, September 2022. What happened in September 2022? She got arrested in September 2022. There was another event that I can't think of, but you'll think of it by the time you do your show next week. Happened the same time she was arrested. She had already been arrested when she was on the scene giving these stock tips. So they knew she had been arrested.
Yeah.
It's on paper. It's been on paper for 2 years.
Well,
nobody looked because nobody was caring. Nobody cared.
Yeah, well, I wonder, did they do their research, or was they still putting her before the church people, telling her that she was a stock expert? Because see, here's the thing: the language was that she was a stock expert. How are you a stock expert without a license? Like,
never had one. Never even applied for one.
I don't know where that come from. That's the part that got me. And I was like, oh, okay, so let me keep doing some digging. I'm like, okay, and I'm still doing my little research, and folks is upset and mad, or just be mad. All you can do is be mad.
Yeah.
That ain't going to stop me.
Because she got 7 aliases.
The woman, listen, this is a rabbit hole like none other.
She got 7, count them, 7 aliases. Has opened and shut down over 12 to 15 businesses, 1 business a year. She has moved in the last couple of years 22 times. In the last 5 years.
Yeah, and I heard
over 22 times in the last 5 years she's moved. But she got all this money. Where is the house? She don't own any houses. The only 2 cars that I saw popped up, she had a Toyota and is it a Nissan? But I know one of the cars she had was a Toyota.
Yeah, and my last thing that somebody came up is that she was homeless in California. Right?
But she rich.
Yeah.
All these people out here claiming they rich. Oh, I'm rich. But you renting everything you own, but you rich. You don't own anything. You rich, but you living in a rooming house, a halfway house, across the street from a police department. But you rich.
Well, not only that, you rich and you can't go to none of the restaurants and drive. You having everything DoorDash and delivered. And I mean, these restaurants are like far away from where you live, and I mean, so I know the food is not in any, top tip, shape by the time it gets to you. It's not warm. It's pretty much cold because you live so far, far away, so, it's like once upon a time in a land not, far, far away. I thought I was rich, and I'm rich, and I'm rich, and it's fine. Be that as it may. I don't care whether you're rich, poor, or whatever. God bless you. Do your content. But I promise you one thing. It is not going to stop this train from rolling, and it is what it is. It is what it is.
Are coming to your doorstep. You planted them seeds. Now you're going to reap the bitter harvest.
Delightful days. All I can tell you this, well, everybody's always out here talking about how they know how to do all of this stuff. And then when you look back and you find out they don't know how to vet people, because all it took was a Google search. That's it.
But here's the thing, Marcellus, we missing. It's there if you want to find it. Right. But if you don't want to find it and you don't want nobody else to find it or talk about it, you pretend like it never happened.
But that's church people for you, because church people always like to pretend like they don't know what they do know. And then when they get caught, then they're like, oh, well, I didn't know. No, you knew. You knew, you just didn't say anything. You didn't open your mouth, but you knew what was going on.
Nobody will ever tell me that before 2022, you didn't know, have presence of mind. Say, well, I need to find out this person who they say they are. They pop up. They got all these stock tips, but they got arrested the same year they out here doing conferences and Patreon.
Yeah, makes no sense. And I mean, charging thousands of dollars for these courses, Darryl. I mean, these courses was expensive, $4,000. One of the courses was $4,000.
Now, just imagine you get, I don't know, 50 people to do that. We're talking a lot of money.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that's how she was living. I'm sure that's how she was taking care of herself. And that's the grift of it all. You get one person to vouch for the other person, and the next thing you know is they're all making this money in a reciprocal kind of situation where you scratch my back and I scratch your back. And that's kind of how, those folks are working. And it's kind of sad if you think about it, because while everybody's saying the Lord is blessing them and God is doing all of this for them, they're grifting and they're using the people of God to get the money. That's the sad part about it.
That's the tripped out part. And nobody thought to say, hey, I need to look this person up. And we didn't even scratch hard and found 7 aliases and all those moves and all those businesses and in the court cases. We weren't even looking hard.
Well, it didn't take no hard looking. It really
didn't. We were just sitting up there talking. I said, let me look real quick. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, here you go, Marcellus. Boom. Oh, here's the court cases from the bankruptcy. Here you go. Here's the court cases. Here's the documents from the actual court case where this person pled guilty. Boom. Here's the date that they're going to be sentenced. Boom. Here's their aliases. Boom. Here's all the addresses where they've lived in the last couple of years. Boom. Here's where they sold their property for $800 and something down in Mississippi. Boom. Here's who bought it. Boom. But you got all this money, but you don't have any assets in your name. Everything is either sold or taken.
Yeah, the whole thing just didn't make any sense to me, to be frank with you. And I don't know what this her situation was and where she actually lived. But all I'll simply tell you is if you do any basic information and do basic research, you'll find this was very easy to discover. This lady is was a grifter from the beginning. And I think some of these people just didn't care, because as long as a person sounded nice and they sounded good and they could use them to make money, I don't think they really cared.
Wasn't she supposed to be like a preacher or something?
No, she was supposed to be one of these prophets that Bernard Jordan done loosed out on the world.
Oh, Lord. Let me drink this wine from Spain.
He's the one that releasing all these so-called prophets.
Don't think he
he the Grand Master prophet. Y'all gotta keep that in mind. He the Grand Master. That's what he said. Remember, on his last enthronement service. Hey, Ann.
Hey, Ann, how you doing? I am thanking the Lord. You and I are not involved. You and I cannot be blamed for anything. Why? Because we're not involved. We never did anything. All we're doing is reporting on what's already out there in the public spaces.
Right.
They can't pin this one on you and I.
No, they can't do it. They can't pin anything.
They're going to try, but they can't.
I mean, what kind of case? I mean, you all just use some basic common sense. And let me say this before I get ready to say that. Stop trying to make me think that a twice convicted SA offender can offer me any advice. Stop that right now. Let me just say that very clearly. In the words of Cadillac Kimberly, kiss my ass, double kiss my ass. I don't know who the hell y'all think is that stupid where I'm gonna let a twice convicted SA offender give me any advice. This Negro couldn't give me any advice. None whatsoever. The only advice he could give me is how the ankle monitor worked.
Or how to get away with it while you're on the ankle monitor.
Because he sure had an ankle monitor, and then
was still doing it,
and was still doing it. And then they're gonna use this whole narrative that, oh, since it happened, since it happened to me in my earlier childhood, that's why I kept essaying all those other people. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Really?
He'll lie. He'll long head lie. But
so
here's the thing that's about that situation. That man ain't been out of jail a year yet. He got out and start going on this book tour. I'm just saying book tour. That's what we're going to call it. He went on this book tour telling everybody how he's a reformed SAer. Yeah. There's no cure for pedophilia other than the grave, as far as I know, according to psychologists. There's no cure for it.
Well, there will be a cure. They could put one of them electrode machines to one of them little things, one on the left ball and one on the right ball, and every time he get hook it up to his medulla oblongata. Yeah, and then when he have a thought, it just zap his ass. That's that dumb shit. That's what I tell you. Church people get on my nerves. That's what makes me angry.
Look here, the man. Let's put it in perspective. He was in prison. This grand scheme got hatched while he was still in prison. They didn't come up with this after he got out. Stick a pin in that. When you're in prison and you go to visit people in prison, I've done that. You have to sign in to go visit somebody. So there's a record where you came to the prison to visit an inmate. And even if you didn't go physically and visit them, if you called them on the phone, your phone call is recorded. How do I know that? Because I got classmates that were corrections officers. This is what they do. If Marcellus is visiting me and we sitting in that glass between us, I pick up the phone, he pick up the phone. There's a corrections officer in another room listening to our conversation because we don't have attorney-client privilege because he just visited me. They're listening to our phone conversation and it's being recorded.
And even if you try to use somebody else's account, Darryl, I found out because that's
like
what
P. Diddy.
Right. Yeah, like P. Diddy was trying that, and they were listening into that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They were listening into those calls when he was trying to use somebody else's phone time and stuff.
Mm-hmm. So they got a record of your phone conversation. They got a log showing where you came to visit this person. So when they come into court, they're just gonna lay it on the table. On such and such date, did you visit inmate so-and-so? Well, he's not an inmate anymore, but at the time he was an inmate. No. Well, isn't this your signature? Yeah.
Right.
Isn't this your voice? And they hit play. Isn't this your voice on this tape? And then, oh, it's still not you. Do you recognize these 3 corrections officers? Yes. Where do you know them from? Such and such state penitentiary. And then they're going to come up and testify as to what they saw and heard. But according to the way the document reads, those 3 corrections officers are going to be defendants, which means somebody paid them to look the other way. And they got caught.
Yeah, well, I think there's going to be a whole lot of people getting caught doing some stuff they ain't got no business.
You're right. I forgot. And also, when you come into the prison, they have a video of you walking through the gate.
Yeah. Well, I just don't think they would be as stupid. I hope they would not be as stupid as to go visit somebody in prison and get on the phone and start trying to do whatever. I would hope they wouldn't be that stupid, but I wouldn't put it past them. But there was something you said that made me trigger a thought in me. Apparently P. Diddy has rescinded his settlement agreement with Cassie. So the money that he had agreed to pay her, now that he's been denied bail 4 times, P. Diddy is saying, if y'all going to take me down, well, I'm going to go down in a blaze of glory and I ain't giving nobody no money. So he has rescinded his offer to her. And so I guess she'll have to just take him to court and fight it out in court. But
She'll get her money.
She'll get some. She'll get some, but I don't think she'll get the amount that he agreed to pay her. I don't think she'll get that, because after all these court cases and after these lawyers drain him dry, it's going to be very interesting to see what she gets. I just thought I'd throw that out there.
But here's the thing. She get her money first.
Because she was one of the first people.
She gets her money first because before he got indicted and arrested, they had already had that settlement plate. So as far as lien holders go, she's at the top of the list. She gets hers and everybody else gets what's left.
I'm not a lawyer, but I'll ask one. I don't know about that's an interesting situation right there.
If you sued me, Lynn sued me, Uncle Fred. If you sued me first and you got a judgment or an agreement in place in writing, you get the first piece of the pie. It's just like, I'll give you an example on a lower level. Jamal Bryant with all his baby mamas and kids. Whoever filed a child support case first, they get the biggest chunk. Remember when Moni was explaining that? That's how that works. Whoever put the paperwork in first, they get the biggest cut first. Everybody else gets the little, it trickles downhill.
Yeah, but I guess
he broke. He trying to sell his jet, his mansions. He trying to sell stuff off and nobody's buying. He's trying to liquidate so he can pay legal fees to try to get himself either out of this situation or left in the blow. He's going to prison. I don't care what nobody says.
No, he's already, yeah. I mean, we just know that just on the gun charge alone, those gun charges carry those minimum sentences along with that. If you guys look, if you've been watching the YSL case down there in Fulton County, Georgia, some of those guys, the RICO charges was dropped on them, but the gun charges are what stuck with them. And the judge was very lenient in this case and didn't sentence a lot of them to jail. She sentenced them to time served because they had already been in jail for 2 damn years. So she was like, okay, well, there's no real purpose of me, keeping you in jail. So now they're out. So the gun charges is what really stuck with those guys. So all of those guys that had gun charges, they had to plead out on those gun charges.
Slap on the wrist. Pop out. Next.
And have you watched any of the videos of these YSL, the jurors talking about what they thought about the case? Oh, it's so good. These jurors cracked me up. One old lady who was an alternate juror, thank God she wasn't on the jury, because she's saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost, and she done bought all her churchy antics up in here talking about, well, I believe this about the case, and this, that. I said, I'm so glad this old woman wasn't on the jury, because she'd have screwed up that entire thing. Jamal Bryant's been married, Cigar married, Mafia. He got married like 2-3 weeks ago. Yeah, he got married. Yeah,
that was right around the time that baby mama came after him again.
Correct. The baby mama had that.
That was funny too.
Lord, don't get me started on this stuff.
That was fun. There's a lot of legal stuff going on now.
Yeah, well, 2024 has not left yet. And these people can try it if they want to, but you have to have a legitimate case against someone threatening to sue them. Like there was another vlogger out there who threatened to sue Tasha Global. And I thought to myself, why are you threatening this woman? And that's what they do. They try to threaten you and try to put fear in you so you won't say the things that are necessary for you to say. Oh, well, that woman can talk about whatever it is that she chooses to talk about. It's her First Amendment right. If she wants to give her opinion on certain individual things, she has every right to do so. And if people like it, they can roll themselves out into traffic and get hit by a bus.
They're trying to do her like they did me. Oh, she's crazy. She's violent. She's this, she's that. So she has an opinion like everybody else.
You want to know what I was thinking about today, Darryl? And these are my opinions, not your opinions. So what I'm about to say is the opinion of me, Marcellus McMillan, not of Darryl Moore, nor the Cigar Vloggers channel. They accuse you of being crazy because you drove by somebody's house. But what I find very interesting is William Cumface McCray got out of his car and went and talked to the neighbors and was harassing the neighbors. Didn't nobody say nothing about William going over there and knocking on them people's door, but they still watching William. They still having William up on their platform. They still talking to William like ain't nothing wrong with William. You understand what I'm saying? What a double standard. So it's okay for it's bad for you to drive by giggling like a hyena in Africa, but then, but then you got William McCrae
And he went to somebody's house with a pistol.
Oh yeah,
I'm at his house.
Oh yeah, he went not just to that other content creator, but he went to Dr. Dingleberry's neighbors. He went to his neighbors and talked to the neighbors. But nobody said anything about that. They act like that just everybody just forgot all about that. I didn't forget about that. Oh, I remember. And I was thinking about that today. I was like, yeah. And then he, like Dog Cigar Mafia saying in the chat, he was banging on the door with the butt of his gun, talking about, I'm at the door, I'm at the door. That's easy for you to do when the person you banging on the door is retarded. You know what I'm saying? You're both retarded. They would have came and put both of you in them little white jackets and make you hug yourself. Neither one of you got good sense. Give me a break.
2 years ago, in fact, longer than that, everybody said I was crazy. Everybody said I was clout chasing, jealous, violent, mentally unstable, all that. Now, the same people, well, he was right all along. Okay.
And they begrudgingly admit that. That's the part that gets
Oh
me.
Man, they'd rather have their ass set on fire than my black ass right about anything. If I said the sky blue, your light is green, they don't want to. It kills them to admit that I wasn't lying. It kills them. It kills them. It's hurting them right now, down in their soul. The fact that they got to say, this guy right here, with his dark looking cigars, he's just a cusser.
Some lady came over to my chat. She said, oh, Marcellus, I just don't understand why you keep making up excuses for Darryl Moore and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, lady, if you don't get your ass away from my channel, I don't even know why people waste their time coming to me, talking to me about you. I really don't know, because immediately.
And they do the same with me about you.
Yeah, I don't get it. I just don't get that, because I'm like, okay, so what? I cussed your dumb ass out for being stupid. If you stupid, you stupid. If I say you ain't got no business giving your money to somebody who's ordering boy toys and got masseuses coming over to their house playing hide the sausage, that's your damn fault. If you want to give your money that you talking about you giving to the Lord to somebody, and they over there ordering masseuses and laughing, and then you mad at me because I'm highlighting it and calling it out, you can kiss my ass. I don't give a damn if you are mad. Be as mad as you want to be. And I'm so serious on that note. I'm so serious. Fuck you and the horse you rode in on, you dumb bitch. How about that? How about that? Yeah, I said it. I'm so sick of these people. And then they get mad. They get mad when you tell them the truth. Well, so what? You let these other fat ass people get on the internet and spend all their energy and all their time at, misleading you, lying to you, grinning in the chat, saying all this stupid shit about other people.
Hello,
that don't even know. Darryl, don't start. Listen here, because I ain't saying nobody's name.
I ain't either. Darryl Moore said no, he didn't. Marcellus said no, he didn't.
You listen to me. I'm not going back and forth with nan nigga. And I mean that. I told y'all I left that in those previous years. That's over with and done. Now, if I'm going to say something, I'm going to address you who address me. Don't come over in my chat telling me I'm crazy because I'm researching and pulling up information that you was too lazy to pull up your damn self. All it took was a Google search to figure out this bitch ain't had no license. And she over there, I mean, literally with a white dress on and some white shoes and her at their little conference talking about she gonna give $125,000. Only thing she was missing was a magic wand and floating around the audience going bippity boppity no bippity boppity boo, because she was too damn she was give me a break. And then you mad at me for pointing it out. Y'all better go somewhere.
Go somewhere and sit down. That's what you need to do.
For real. You gonna mess around and make me mad.
You gave your hard-earned cash. And see, this is what bothers me. everybody, y'all know me. Y'all been following me, listening to me, even if you don't like my head. One thing you know about me, I work hard. Day job, get off that night job, weekend hustle, side hustle. I pull down 75 to 80 hours a week working. And for you to take your money and give it to a con artist, and I ain't supposed to say nothing about it. Here I am out here helping 2 kids finish college, paying bills, going to work sick, tired, and cold. And then you're going to talk about me as if I'm the bad guy. When you see people in your face playing in your face, but I'm wrong for pointing out that they playing in your face. I'm like, you better wake up. I said, your light's about to get cut off. You better wake up. Their lights ain't getting cut off. Yours are.
And
they eating steak at Ruth Chris. Your ass eating goddamn luncheon meat.
Yeah, sitting up talking about, you ain't on my level. Yeah, exactly. Eating up on all your food. And what kills me is these people are so dumb that they trying to live vicariously through someone else's life. You're so stupid. And I'm sorry. You are just dumb. And I'm sorry. Listen,
7th grade education. Dumb.
And let me be real frank here. Let me be real frank. If you were somebody who came to the light and you understand, I get it, because you came to the light at a later point, and we've all been dumb at some point in our lives.
Yeah,
that
everybody got hustled at least once in their life.
You know what I'm saying? And I give you that. But those people who see the truth, the Bible has very clear answers for people who see the truth and refuse to acknowledge the truth and act accordingly. Those people receive the reward that they deserve. So I feel bad that these people getting taken advantage of? Absolutely not. Go on with your dumb self. But
if you're going to give away money, give it to us.
Yeah, well, I got my Cash App on the screen right now.
Yeah, give it to us. Damn. At least you planting your seeds in fertile soil over here.
Well, wait a minute.
He works hard. God knows he do. I work hard. Hell, we be trying to talk to each other on the phone. We fall asleep. I don't know who starts snoring the first. Most time it's me, though, because I be tired of shit because I'm old. But both of us snoring, trying to catch a nap, go out there, make some more money, come back, because we be paying bills. We ain't out here scamming and scheming. We work. We work for what we want. A man don't work, he don't eat.
Here's the funny thing, Darryl. Other vloggers say, oh, well, they don't have any supporters. Their supporters don't support them like our supporters support us. And I said,
people that support us can read.
Listen, when those people sent me that information, I said, listen here, first of all, you don't have to tell me nothing, because y'all always gonna send me something telling me what somebody said, and I done told y'all everywhere I'm protecting my energy. I don't need to know what these people say about me. And I know some of you do it because you love me and you want me to you want me to know what people are saying. I don't care what listen to me, y'all. I don't care what these motherfuckers is saying. I don't even know how much more to say. I don't care. I literally don't care.
They can go to hell.
Listen, I am a 32 in the waist. Listen to me carefully. No, that is correct, Marcellus. I'm a 38. Sorry. I'm a 38 in the waist. Correct.
Yes, and you're a robust fella.
Yes, I'm a robust fella. Listen, we'll tell y'all about the robust thing in a minute. So I'm 38, 32. My waist is 38. My length in my pants is 32. Okay. So my waist, I'm almost fucking 6 feet tall, Darryl. I'm a 38 in the waist.
That's what messed up. I wear now, and I had the surgery. I'm a 36 in waist, but I'm a 32 length. I got short legs, but my height is in my upper body.
Well, see, here's the thing, Darryl. Listen to me. I'm not going to let anyone try and turn me into a meatball on YouTube because other folks are look a certain type of way. No, you're not going to turn me into a meatball because you look like a meatball. That's not what you're going to do. And if you over there looking like that you just fell out of a can of Campbell's soup, looking like a whole noodle, and you got to put on lightning bleach cream on your face so you can try to convince people that you're not as dark and crater faced as you are, you're not going to make me feel bad. Not at all. And here's another thing. I am a grown man. And I am a straight man. I realize I can't dress. I'm not a great dresser. I used to be back in the day, but I don't. Man, I sold.
That's why I dressed up in this sweatshirt, because I was going to put on my nice shirt over there, but I was like, no, since we don't know how to dress, I said, what the hell?
But I'm a financial planner. I used to wear suits and ties every day. I didn't even own trendy clothes. So for people to be talking about, oh, well, these people can't listen here. I'm not a gay dude. I don't know what to buy. Now, I will be honest with you. Every now and then I will go ask a gay dude, because I do have a friend who is one. And I'll say, hey, what do you think about this? And he'd be like, them shoes is ugly.
Hey,
and I
buy a suit, shirt and tie, socks, call it a day.
Like, I'd be like
coordinating. I'm not out here coordinating.
I'm doing the best I fucking can. And I thought that shit was funny.
Funny as hell to me.
Listen, I was like,
we don't know how to dress. This is a section of YouTube that nobody watches. And we are what? We're dumb. Oh, that was a big one. We're dumb.
Wow.
And our people that support us are dumb.
Yeah, I found that to be kind of funny. But listen, I used to be really into clothes back in the day when I was younger. I'm an older man now. I don't really, and I can afford it and I can go get the stuff, but I just don't really be thinking about that stuff like that anymore.
Now I'm going to buy some clothes tomorrow because my son's graduation next week. So I'm going to buy him some clothes and me some clothes. We ain't going to step up in that graduation looking shot. So,
listen.
Well, see, that's what you spend your money on. Stuff that matter. My kid graduating from college next week. He's going to have a good outfit when he walk up in there and get that degree.
Well, I know one thing. Ain't nobody been on no large platform saying that some naked person was laying across my bed with their butt tooted up in the air. And I'm not coming on YouTube talking about I'm a prophet of God. I know that. So people can say whatever they want to say about me. These people have no room to be talking about people. That's the part that gets me. I'd be like, okay, well, God bless y'all. Do you? I'm not going to mention your name ever. I'm not going to say your name because, you slow. And I'm just not going to do that. You can call me every name but a child of God. I'm good with that.
I can't get over the fact that we get made fun of for going to work.
And I don't know who I was telling that to the other day. I said, you know what?
We get picked on. We get talked about for working, not being bums, for working.
Yeah.
They're poor. They don't have the money that we have. But
you don't know what I have.
Huh?
They don't know what I have.
Exactly. But even on this level, I can't call a time where either one of us has missed a meal.
And yes, and speaking of meals, so here's what happened. So was it yesterday night or night before? I go to get me a salad.
Night before,
right. So I'm out trying to go get me a salad because I can actually drive to the places I want to go eat at because I have feet and I can put my foot on my gas pedal and my brake and go drive myself. I don't, I'm not operating any sort of powered vehicle, motorized vehicles in order to get me from point A to point B.
Lieutenant Dan, you got new legs.
So I can actually get in my vehicle and drive. So I'm driving. I go get me one of my favorite places to eat salad from is a place in what they call Victoria Gardens. It's called Sweet Green. What do I call this place? It's like a gourmet salad kind of place because they have different ingredients that other places do not have. Mm-hmm. So I go to order my salad. I'm going through the line. I got Darryl and the moderators on the phone with me as I'm ordering my salad. So, I start off with my super greens and the stuff that I like at the bottom. Then I get some warm quinoa. I have portobello mushrooms in this salad. I get some, I don't know if they had arugula. What else did I get? I got cilantro. I got cilantro. I got all of this stuff in my salad. So when I got down, the young lady asked me, she said, she says, well, this stuff, when you start adding extra stuff, they tell you that the salad is going to be extra. And so I tell the young lady, I said, well, ma'am, don't worry about all of that. I said, because this is going to be a robust salad. Why did Darryl and the moderators give me a hard time? Because I told this
ain't no black person come up, oh, it's going to be robust.
But it's a robust salad because I ended up getting feta. I got feta cheese in my salad. I got shaved sweet potato. I mean, I did the works in this salad. Darryl and them have not let me live this down since I told the woman that the salad was going to be robust. It is robust because I added so much stuff in that salad.
He said it 2 times. You know, black person ain't never used the word robust in a conversation. Oh, it's going to be a robust salad.
Yeah, it was
kind of like James Earl Jones. It's going to be robust.
It was incredible. It was just an incredible salad, and I enjoyed it.
And every chance I get, I'm gonna get him a T-shirt for Christmas. The robust, robust Macmillan.
Yeah, it was a delicious salad, ladies and gentlemen, and I have no problems admitting to it. But you know, Darryl is one.
The salad was this high, and then what you got? A Diet Coke?
No, you remember I got the sparkling raspberry water.
Oh yeah, the sparkling raspberry water.
Yeah, it had 5 calories. It had 5 calories, and that's because I actually watch what I eat. 5 calories. Mm-hmm.
Sparkling raspberry waters.
Listen here, Gerald. I make my salads be the bomb. And I had that green goddess dressing to it. Good.
Oh, green goddess dressing.
Oh, it was delicious.
Oh, ranch was too much for him. Vinaigrette's too much.
I think the green goddesses, I think they put like ranch and avocado together, and they put like cilantro or something else in there, and they call it green goddess. But I think it's really
man, I'm just messing with you. I'm just laughing.
Yeah, but it's delicious. If you live in Southern California, you guys, you can go to Sweet Green. It's all throughout LA. You can find it in Los Angeles.
If you work hard, you deserve to get whatever you want. If you ain't out here stealing from nobody, scamming nobody, and if that's what you want, if you want a salad like that, if you want wine from Spain, you have earned the right to go get those things because you out here work hard. I know for a fact, and I'm not just saying that because you're my friend. I know you work hard. You're not a bum. You're not a thief. You're not a liar. So if you want to go out there and get that, if you were to want to have infused wine and $15 goat cheese, you have earned the right to get those.
Oh yeah. Things. Well, I tell people all the time, I've earned my stomach. Yes, right. I've earned it because I work hard.
That's right. And that's why I'm drinking raspberry and chocolate wine.
Yeah. So
I work hard. Yeah, I deserve to enjoy myself.
Absolutely.
I smoke cigars. I deserve it.
Absolutely. And
think about it. People, you don't have to like me at all, but you've never seen me being lazy. One thing you'll never accuse, you might say, I don't like Darryl, but you'll never say I'm a bum and you'll never say I'm lazy. Because either I'm going to work or I'm coming home from work. Every time, even now, I worked today. I took tonight off because I needed some rest. But I'm working tomorrow.
Well, I can't take tonight off. But if I can get 10 of y'all to send me $10, I can take my night off. The Cash App information is below.
Well, I'm gonna start you off with them $10. You got it. I'm gonna start you off.
Because if I get 10 of y'all to send me,
because I don't want you to end up like I did, getting sick with blocked arteries in your heart, stressed out, tired. I don't want that to happen to you.
Yeah, well, you know what happened to me last night? What I've noticed, Darryl, is I'm not sleeping like I should. And I think monitoring my cell phone and trying to respond to everybody's messages is affecting me. And I think I'm gonna have to stop. I'm gonna have to just answer people's calls when I wake up in the morning. Because if any of you who know me, y'all know y'all can send me a message at 2 a.m. in the morning and I will respond.
Yeah.
And I will respond. And I'm going to have to stop doing that because I don't fall back to sleep sometimes when I do that. And I'm like, damn, I ain't got no sleep. And I mean, like this morning, I woke up and I didn't wake up. I was laying there in the bed and the sun was starting to come up and I was still awake and I hadn't even been to sleep.
See, that's not good. You got to get your sleep. You can't be rest broken.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I was doing. But think about all the stuff that since you've known me that I've dealt with. Both my parents dying, kids in school, working, trying to help them, paying bills, just out here. And my body shut down because I wouldn't stop. But like I took tonight off, but in the morning when I get up, I'm notarizing a document. I'm working at the Cigar Lounge. That's job number 3.
Right.
I got a wedding to do Sunday morning, 9 o'clock, because this couple decided they want to elope on Sunday morning. Doing that, going at 12 o'clock that day, Sunday, I got to go to a wedding rehearsal because they getting married next Sunday, the day after my son graduates from college. So I'm just busy. I'm already just boom, boom, boom. And then
Hey, Moni.
Hey, I stay working. And I can't respect. That's why I have a problem. I don't care how you get your money. You like it, I love it. I don't pay a bill in your house. You don't pay a bill in mine. But when I'm over here working for mine and I see people lying, scamming, and scheming, I have an issue with that. Because just like I get out there and do my thing to make sure these lights stay on and food stay in that refrigerator and I got somewhere to park my car, you can do the same thing and not be lying and stealing.
Well, I mean, when you've made your well, don't let me go down that path. I think when some people have made their entire life ministry and or what their idea of ministry is, and some of these people have never had a job. That's why I have a very difficult time for somebody telling me they're going to a foreign country and they're going to create jobs. You know, I take that to be you have to be boo-boo to fool to believe that somebody has the intelligence, the wherewithal, and the knowledge to develop the team that is necessary to create a job environment. Let me just give you understanding. One of my friends who works for Bernice King called me today and told me now he's getting a nice salary. He's getting about $50,000 a year, and that's just one of his jobs. That doesn't count his other job, right? And he said to me, he said, Marcellus, I had to let this job go today. He said, because there were some things that were being done that I didn't agree with. And, you know, it was just one of these things where people have made Dr. Martin Luther King into an idol. And they're starting to say things like, you know, Dr. King is like Jesus and stuff like this. Oh, yeah. And so he got really, he was going through it. And I said, well, you know, if that's a part of your conviction, you know, yeah, you want to step away from that. I can understand if you're having a difficult time dealing with, you know, that stuff. And so he was like, okay, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and let the job go. And so it was a $50,000 job. Now, some of you are thinking, oh my God, that's crazy. But I mean, if the person is educated, they're well respected within their city, they're called on by city government, city officials to take on certain projects. You know, walking away from one thing is not as harmful to you because you have options, okay? Because this other individual has options and he can create jobs. He knows how to do that. I mean, Darryl, come on now. Come on. At least a double wide. Did they get to the double wide? I'm just saying, get the house off the bricks. I'm just saying. But it is what it is. But that's how I feel. And you're right, Lynn, all money ain't good money.
Your friend walked away because he's not for sale.
Correct.
That's the key. He's not for sale. He got to be able to look himself in the eye in the morning when he's shaving and he's looking in that mirror. Right. He got to like what he see. And if he don't like what he see, he just going through the motion.
Well, but see, this is the thing too. When you're a man, you know, men have convictions and men have to be able to stand on our convictions. You understand what I'm saying? It has not, you know, you can give me a job and yeah, I could be making good money, but I can't, like you said, if I can't look at myself and I can't lay down at night, lay my head down peacefully, yeah, we're going to have a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to definitely have a problem.
I'm not for sale. I'm not for sale and don't try to buy me. That's real. I mean, I respect him for doing that. Because just like he walked away from that job, another job will come better, and he won't have to compromise who he is.
Right.
Because he got to explain to his kids, Daddy, well, you know what's going on over there ain't right. Why are you still over there? Then he got to come up with a good reason for staying other than, well, you know, the bills got to be paid. If you're educated and you have skills, you can take your talents elsewhere. They
Well,
do it
even
all the time.
well, even if you're not educated, even if you don't have a degree, the Bible says that God has given to every man the measure of faith. If you
Mhm.
put your faith in action and you learn how to exercise your faith, you can take the little bit that God has given you and you
That's
can turn
right.
that into much. I know people who started pie baking businesses, and people like I have a friend Mercedes. Mercedes is educated, but Mercedes goes to all of these different farmers markets and stuff on the weekend, and she takes her baked goods. She made a whole company out of she
Mhm.
loved to bake and make cookies and things like that. She took that and turned that into a whole business. Mercedes make bank. You hear me?
The Bible clearly states your talents will make room for you and
Absolutely.
bring you before kings and princes. That's in the Bible. It doesn't say you have to have a degree. You can have more degrees than a thermometer. But if you don't have common sense and a hustle about you, you'll never make it.
Now I ain't trying to be rude, but if you trying to sell pussy, I just want to tell you the price of that done went way down from what I hear. Y'all better not be out there sitting on them street corners with a mattress on your back. You might have a little bit of trouble because the cussing preacher said, "So y'all stuff ain't worth nothing." That's what he said. I'm just
Hey, $40 is $40 these
listen.
days.
That's what he
That's what
said,
I
and it
heard.
wasn't me.
That's
That's what
what
the
I
cussing
heard.
preacher said. That's what the
That's what
cussing
I heard.
pastor said. I'm just
$40 is
repeating.
still $40.
That's the pastor said it ain't worth nothing.
Ain't worth a damn.
That was hilarious. That was hilarious. I was like,
Man,
this man is something else. But anyway, yeah. But I just think some people just need to give it up. But it's okay, you all. We're gonna walk methodically through this situation. We're gonna watch and sit back and watch how things happen. We're gonna line it up, and
and I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be laughing my ass off.
Mm-hmm.
Because you
Youngblood,
getting what you got. You getting what you put out there. So I'm
Youngblood
getting
need to answer the door. He need to answer the door at this point.
no. Stop running, talking big. Oh, we doing this, we doing that. But I predict in the next 2 weeks before Christmas, John Doe number 1 through 10 gonna have a name attached to him.
Yeah, it's gonna be a couple of weeks, but yeah, I think we're definitely gonna know who co-conspirator number 1, 2, and 3 is. Oh yeah, number 1, 2, and 3 is definitely gonna show up.
Oh yes. Oh
Number
yes.
1, 2, and 3 is
Oh,
going
yes.
and then that's going
Oh
that's
yes.
definitely gonna show up.
Everybody has an idea who those 3 are. Oh yeah.
Yeah, 1, 2, and 3 definitely gonna show up.
Oh yeah.
But
Man. And I'm gonna be like this here.
And it depends on how Bishop Jakes wants to fight and if he chooses to fight, because, I know with the health situation and all of that, I don't know how he's going to choose to go forward with this, but it's going to be interesting to see. That's all I'm going to say.
You know what I've learned, and Uncle Fred helped me with this. Once you get, I'm 55, and life expectancy is 75 years. So that means I got about 20 more years. And if God see fit to let me live a little longer than that, I'll be blessed with that. But at this stage of life, the only thing I got left is my name and my reputation. And if anybody tries to compromise that, I'm going to have an issue with it. I might let a lot of stuff fly, but you're not going to sully my name and my reputation. My legacy is what I leave my children. And if you tarnish that, then I have nothing to leave my children.
But your degrees are real.
I'm not talking about the degrees. I'm talking about just my name, who Darryl Moore is. Right. My degrees are real. You can look me up. You can vet me. I even did a whole bunch of shows. This is the website you go to verify that I got what I say I got. You punch my name in, the school I went to, the degrees I say I got, and it all comes back. You can check me out. You can verify who I am. But other folks, people saying that they've graduated from certain colleges and know that they only went there for a year and they used to spend the rest of the time they were down in Atlanta in the library on campus, but you wasn't going to no class.
Oh, William McCrae needs to give it up. Let me tell you something. First of all, I'm tired of people coming on camera scratching for 20 minutes. What are you doing all this scratching for? You just itchy, scratch it, just itchy and scratch it, itchy, scratch it, itchy, scratch it. First of all, you don't
said it. That yellow had you itching, man.
Why are you coming online scratching, itching, and scratching? And sit up. And then why you come online every time? Got to have on that "Where's Waldo" hat. You know, like we can't see you lying in the bed. You got this "Where's Waldo" hat. I'm confused as all get out. Now let me tell you something. Those of us who have watched William over the years, you know, William is William. So we expect William to be William, right? We all know who William is. But the fact of the matter is, don't come online scratching. And why do we have to tell you basic things as an adult to sit up straight and to not come online chewing and eating and talking as slow as a snail's marathon? I mean, you talk as slow as a snapping turtle. Everything going down but the word of God.
Now we joke and we have our fun, but one thing you said, he said, I'm talking to you because if either he listening or you know, or one of your friends listening, I want you to get this back to him. You can say whatever you want about an adult. You can call us whores, whatever you want to call people. But when you call an autistic child a retarded bastard, you have gone too damn far.
Yeah, especially when
you
you're
call
a
a child
bastard.
with special needs a retarded bastard. And it upset me so much. Marcel, bear with me for a minute. It upset me so I got on my phone and I Googled. I said, is the word bastard used in the Bible? It's used in the Bible one time. And I looked it up. It's used in the Bible one time. And it's not to hold on. Y'all know I love to read stuff.
Yeah. Ebony William McCrae. William McCrae.
In the Bible. I want you to hear this. And it floored me. The word bastard appears in the Bible in Deuteronomy 23:2. A bastard shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord. Even to his 10th generation shall he not enter into the congregation of the Lord. But what they were talking about is the Mosaic covenant. That was the covenant of that time.
Yes, Old Testament.
Christians, we are under the
new
blood covenant.
The new covenant.
The new covenant. So somebody that may be born out of wedlock is not cursed anymore because the blood of Jesus covers a multitude of sins. Am I right about it?
Yeah, you preaching good.
So what you're trying to use to beat somebody over the head with, if you had done your research, that was under the Mosaic law, the Mosaic covenant, not the new blood covenant.
But how you calling somebody a bastard when you a Baptist
you
bastard?
Yourself was born out of wedlock.
You a Baptist bastard. So I mean, if we're gonna use this as a test, I mean, who are we gonna judge? Or let me say like the other crazy son, who me to judge? Who me to judge?
You call, that's what you said. What was that word you used? Projecting. You call women whores
because he wants to be one. He's jealous.
And truth be told, since you were born out of wedlock to a teenage mother from a married man, what does that make your mama? So what are you saying about your own mother? The kids are bastards, born out of wedlock. That was you.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So ungodly.
I'm gonna get in a little trouble here, but if your way of thinking applies, what are you saying about Jesus Christ? Jesus is the Son of God.
Well, what's he saying about Mary?
Mary was an earthly woman who had God's child. Joseph, for all intents and purposes, was a stepdad.
Yeah.
His wife had never, according to the Bible, had never known a man. She was a virgin. So Mary come back and tell Joseph, I'm pregnant with a child. And he had never even touched his wife.
Oh, I could ask a question. William, have you never ever known a man? Does that sound like a legitimate question to ask you? Because you know he quick to be talking about who's this and who's that. Have you ever known a man?
He said something that stuck with me this past week. He said, nobody's messier than men. They love to gossip. And the key word that I got when he said they. He didn't say us. See, if you profess to be a straight man, when you said men love to gossip, you said, oh yeah, we love to gossip. But you said they love to gossip. That means you talking about straight men. They. That was the key word I caught when he said that. He said they love the gospel. He didn't say we love the gospel, which means he was including himself as a straight man. He said they.
We just straight men like to think and use our brains. That's what we like to do. You can call it whatever you want to call it, but if it's public, I don't think it's gossip. Second of all, I would not let CVS wig wearing, stanky white diamonds and piss fur wearing fool tell me
God said that
what I'm supposed to think and feel. I refuse to let him tell me what I am.
When Josh said white diamonds and piss, I had to go and lay down on the couch.
Oh, that was the funniest thing I'd heard here.
Josh, if you listening, me and you done had our differences, but when you said white diamonds and piss, brother, that I couldn't even. If you'd have said that about me, I couldn't have did nothing but laugh, because that was the funniest stuff I ever heard.
Oh, it was hilarious.
It was hilarious. Jive, you don't realize how funny you can be.
At times, absolutely.
At times. You have a sense of humor. And when you said white diamonds and piss, and I've been thinking about every time I'm driving down the street and it pops in my head, I just bust out laughing all over again. Pissy diamonds. That's right, Moni. Pissy diamonds.
Listen here. When Jive showed me that boy's toes, and that boy's toes is going in 7 different damn directions, I said the reason why William can't get nowhere in life, y'all, is his toes creates a situation where he have to keep going around in circles. He ain't gonna never walk in a straight line and go no damn where. If you see his feet and toes, I said, oh my God, my heart went out to him. I said, somebody call AARP. Somebody call somebody, please. The man's toes go in a circle. He'll keep him going around and around the merry-go-round. No wonder he can never go nowhere. I swear to you, when I saw that, I said, I've never seen toes that look like that in my entire life.
Lord have mercy.
I've never seen it. I've never seen it. I don't even believe Barney Rubble and them folks had toes like that, and they had to stop their feet, stop their cars with their feet. I ain't never seen nobody's toes go in different directions like that. I'm just saying, but it's true.
I know. I'm just trying.
And then you gonna
go get that out of my mind.
You gonna go to the damn foot place and have them Asian people looking at them toes going in all them different directions and moaning like just nasty, disgusting. I said, what kind of foolishness is this? God bless them, though. God bless them.
They earned that money that day. Yeah, damn, they earned that money. Woo. I'd have quit that job that day. Like, come here. Come here. Come back here.
You didn't see that the Asian person looking away. They was like, he doing all that darn nasty moaning. That person was looking all away. I felt so bad. I was like, could you imagine if your job was to hold on to that foot? Oh my God. Oh my God, from Zion.
I guess he said, I want to go to, like in the Bible, of foot washing.
No, Dr. Scholes can't fix that, Moni. Now, you know that.
Dr. Scholes would be like, Dr. Scholes went out of business trying to fix that.
Yeah, he need to go to Dr. Chopperfoot. Yeah, he need them damn feet and toes chopped the hell on off, and he just need to walk on a nub.
He need to go. What's that guy that do the weight loss surgery down in Texas?
I'm Dr. Now.
Yeah, you eat the bad food. No, you wear the bad shoes.
Don't you start with me, Darryl, because I be thinking that all the time. I be in my house going, I'm Dr. Now. I'm Dr. Now. You eat the bad food. Dr. Now be so mad when them folks come over there and they still weigh 6,000 pounds. And he be like, you have not lost any weight. And then all the fat people keep making all them excuses. Oh, this is water. No, it's no drink the water. He tell them, no, it's no drink the water. It's the food. Look, and my favorite case is the girl who say, Dr. Now, do you believe in God? He said, well, what does that have to do with anything? That girl say, do you believe in God? He said, that don't mean nothing. I was dying. Oh, God. Oh, my Lord. Dr. Now had me cracking up. That woman going to tell me, Dr. Now, do you believe in God? Dr. Now say it has nothing to do with anything. And she said, well, I know my body. Lord, that stuff was hilarious.
How you wear 3 girdles and talking about you got to pee?
That's why he smell like piss, because he can't take them off fast enough. Because once you pass a certain age, you got to pee. When you got to pee, you got to pee.
mean, every time if I even think about a bathroom, I got to go.
Yeah, and it's hard. And then people get mad at me now that I have to get up and go to the bathroom in the middle of my show. I be drinking a lot of water, though. I be trying to tell people I drink a lot.
Man, 2 things my dad told me before he died. He said, boy, he said, you're going to be my age one day if you keep living. Don't never walk past a bathroom and don't never trust a fart.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You sit there, you being shit up your back like a baby.
Listen, I don't even like to smell my own fart. So I'm telling you right now, I damn sure don't want to smell nobody else's. Can
you imagine somebody with 3 girdles on, they haul off and fart?
Mm-mm.
Oh, damn it. Oh, man.
Yeah, but I know some people gonna be farting when they get them served with them papers. They're gonna pass a whole lot of gas.
They're gonna have on the depends, because they're gonna be in trouble.
Think it not strange. If your name gets added, think it not strange.
Sign me up.
Because what that T.S. Madison person say, everybody working, getting paid, right?
That's right. That's right. You sit there and co-conspirators and all that. Okay. Well, I'm not involved. Use a lie.
That's what people be saying now. Tell me, oh, they not involved and they gonna back themselves up. Okay, well, you do that.
You gonna back up, all right, just like a stopped up toilet. And the judge is the plunger.
Yes, he is. Drano. You ain't coming out of that one. It's not happening.
Hell no. You gonna catch that case.
Yeah, it's not coming. It's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna end well.
Now, I don't know, Darryl, did you hear about this this pastor and first lady who left their kids outside sleeping on the porch since
I sure did. When I sent y'all that article, I said I did just drive over there and just go up to their house and knock the hell out both of them. Talking about they were worldly. Well, you get your 15-year-old special needs child and your 12-year-old child out on a cold ass porch. First of all, in the middle of summer, 89 degrees, and then now it's in the 20s, and they still sleeping outside on a porch. But they got them with a family member now. They took them over to a family member.
Well, ain't the fucking porch worldly? The porch is in the world. So why I got to sleep out on the porch? If you making me sleep out on the porch, that means it's more worldly than when I was in the house.
Wouldn't let the children come inside to bathe or eat. The kids were eating at a YMCA and washing up at a YMCA. They were going to school, doing everything, but they were sleeping on the porch.
I think, number one, the judge needs to say to them, you need to sleep outside for as many months as you made your children sleep outside. So your from June up until now, when it done turned cold and there's icicles all outside, these boys were sleeping outside on the porch. And I think the parents need to do that as well. And this man's supposed to be a pastor. What I understand.
Pastor and first lady. Pastor and first lady. How can you get in your congregation knowing that never mind. Because these other folks been doing the exact same thing.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, Darryl. You cannot tell me. Well, this is the part about most of these black men, black preachers that really bothers me. The whole Bible was written. God is writing a letter to fatherless children, and he is reconciling his children back to himself. How do you, as a man or woman of God with children, do not take the initiative to take care of your children, understanding that your first job is that of being a father or a mother to your children? How are you going to preach to other people about God's love to his children when you don't have any love for your own children? And I'm going to take it a step further with these black preachers who don't pay child support and who try to avoid, they're shucking their responsibility. How you going to preach to people about God's word when you won't even take care of your own kids? You can't be my pastor, because every time I see you, nigga, I'm cussing you out. I'm serious. Nigga, did you pay your child support this week? That's what I want to know. Do you know where your kid is laying his head at night? All right, nigga, then don't come over here trying to tell me shit. I don't want to hear it.
Your first ministry is your family.
I'll take this Bible, Old and New Testament, and slap the hell out you. And I'll pray for you afterwards. Amen.
Hit you on the head like Moses with them stone tablets.
Yeah, but these people are crazy. And I mean, you can't even rule your own home well, But you're gonna be preaching to somebody else and prophesying to somebody else. Okay.
Proper line.
Children climbing through windows and having sex with neighborhood boys and all this kind of stuff. But you're gonna tell me you're gonna prophesy to me and gonna run my house. Okay, sure. You getting weed and marijuana for your children, but yet and still you're gonna tell me how to run my house and you're gonna preach and prophesy to me. Oh, okay. Oh, you looking and scrolling through Jacked Up and all the rest of these apps that I don't know nothing about. And talk, but you gonna help me run my house. Okay, sure.
Oh boy.
You got countless people coming forward trying to tell their past lover experience with you, but you gonna run my house, but you the prophet and you gonna help me run my house. Okay, sure. You better go somewhere with these lies. The devil is a liar. Yeah. Kiss my ass and call the cafeteria lady and tell her you coming back for seconds. I don't want to hear this bullshit. I'm serious. Tell the cafeteria lady you want some extra tater tots or some pineapple tidbits. I don't want to hear this shit. This is that dumb.
Wait a minute. You said pineapple tidbits and tater tots.
Because that's what they get. That's what they get of slow people that it be in the trailer. They're gonna make sure you get some tater tots because it's finger food and pineapple tidbits.
Applesauce, green jello, and apple juice.
Yeah, these people are crazy. And these folks is really thinking they can mess around. Listen, I'm not wasting. Listen, you all, when I tell you, I'm telling you, I'm staying focused on what I'm focused on. Now, I'm cutting up with you all tonight, but you listen to me. Don't think that I'm not talking about this, not nan time. Not nan time. I'm not mentioning nobody's name. Let them go on their own platform and do what they do, because I don't care. But I thank you for the 50 subscribers I got today. Keep talking. Just keep right on talking.
Keep my name in your mouth, because the more you talk, the more people want to listen to me. I thank you. By default, what you meant for evil, God turned that thing around. And I just find it funny. It just makes me laugh. The more you lie on me, the more I tell the truth on you. And you can't stand that. I can withstand the lies, but you can't withstand the truth. Because it cuts your money off. But yeah, be ye ready. The feds are coming.
Well, and speaking of this pastor that left them children outside on the porch, if you all saw a picture of them, they both fat as hell too. So that's the other thing. You know what I really think? I think they wanted to keep them children out of the house so they could eat all the snacks. Them two big back motherfuckers. When I saw them in that picture, I said, you know what? These are some greedy church folk. That's all they are. They two big back ass bastards who don't want the kids. Because, you know, when you have kids be wanting all the snacks and you got to feed them, especially if you got young boys. Young boys are going to want to eat. They're going to be rambunctious. They're going to want to play their video games, and they just don't want to deal with kids. If you don't want to deal with your children, then put your children up for adoption and let other people, you know, take care of them.
Who want kids, people that want kids and can't have them, and you got them and mistreat them.
Yeah. Oh my God, Gerald, don't even get me started on that begathon. Oh my goodness. Did y'all notice that he didn't have that long drawn out speech when he did the begathon? He talked like a man. Talk like a man, walk like a man, talk like a man, my girl. Y'all remember?
When I went over there and watched that video of him, and he started singing Sylvester, You Make Me Feel. I'm not messing with you, Lynn. I'm not messing with you. I'm not messing with you.
That is too funny.
I'm not messing with you, man. Not tonight.
Yeah, they over there looking like they got the patriotic cancer. The old say, can you see cancer? But you always, everybody got something to say about somebody. Okay.
I'm for real. You begging, but you got an inheritance.
Everybody said that though, Darryl.
Everybody got an inheritance. Who sang that song? It's a gospel song though. It's My Inheritance. Was that Donald Lawrence?
That's Donald Lawrence.
All y'all got that on repeat, I guess. It's My Inheritance. But if you got all these inheritance coming your way, why somebody got to give you a plane ticket? If you got an inheritance, why when you get there you can't stay at home? Why you got to stay in a hotel?
Yeah, well, and then when you do get
why
home,
you sleeping in your car with no license plates?
and you don't stay at your mama and your daddy house. You go to a hotel, which says to me, and I'm not going down this road, Darryl. I can't. It's too many lies and too much
see,
stuff.
the problem I think you and I have myself, we try to make sense out of stuff that just don't make no sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. You just got to use your brain, and because you can figure it out. It's easy to figure out. It's easy.
Plane tickets, you got to beg up a plane ticket. Then you're rude to the people that work for the airline and work in the airport. You're going, and then you come back to your as Jai say, your medicated apartment. I ain't never heard of no medicated apartment. I've heard of that boy cracked me up that day. He said your medicine apartment.
Yeah.
But y'all got inheritance. Where's your inheritance?
Yeah. Everybody rich.
If you're rich, why are you ducking and dodging being served documents when you could just hire you a lawyer and fight me? Just asking. Why you got to beg for airline tickets? Why are you sleeping in your car when you're not in your medicated apartment? Why are you ordering the box?
But that explains why every time he get behind the wheel of his car, he be driving, he be looking all around, he be scared in the mud. Could you imagine living your life that way where you're afraid to get pulled over at any moment because somebody gonna pull you over and possibly take your vehicle because you ain't got who knows if you got license, because we know you ain't got no registration because the tags is expired according to Vincent. Vincent say that you ain't had no tags in the 8 years that he known you.
No tag, just current. So your license can't have no driver's license because you got outstanding warrant for traffic. Suspended license, no registration, definitely no insurance. And when they stop you, in Georgia, the first time you get stopped without insurance, that's 48 hours mandatory in jail. The second time is 5 days. The third time you get a month. The fourth time you get a year in prison.
Well, I mean, last year, everybody was in the tall grass. This year, everybody got exposed. And so next year is going to be a setting things in order kind of year. You're going to watch a whole lot of people. Some things is definitely coming into alignment. That's for sure.
Cat Williams, people laugh. Cat Williams said, everybody going to get it this year.
Oh,
and he ain't told not one lie.
Amen. I'm grateful. I'm so thankful for these people getting what they deserve. May the Lord bless and keep them.
Oh, praise his name. I'm glad about it. And can't nobody blame it on us. That's the beautiful part.
Oh, absolutely.
They did that. No, we didn't. We were sitting there watching.
Well, I just sit around and think to myself, why would I let a two-time convicted SA individual come out and tell me, oh, I want to tell you my story. I don't need to hear your fucking story.
I know your story, you nasty bastard. I know it.
These people are really playing in our face. You really think I'm going to sit up and let a man who has been convicted 2 times, the second time he got convicted, I believe the young man said they had over 20 instances of situations between the two of them, and you gonna come out here and tell me, oh, I want to blame that on somebody else because they made me do it. I went from being abused to then becoming the abuser. You can kiss my ass, dude, and go have a glass of Lipton tea with no ice, bitch. I'm very serious. You just slow. You real slow. Hot ass tea. That's what you need to go.
But what's messed up? Somebody gonna believe his bullshit.
Oh, yeah, they over there supporting it because, they got to support their favorite little vloggers. And God bless them because we all have our crowd, right? So you go ahead and go on and support that. But don't come over here trying to tell me the bullshit. And everybody should just listen to them. No, I won't be doing that. Somebody who's alleged essayer tell me about a 2-time convicted essayer. And then you're going to come over here and try to convince me of the bull. I think not. Both of you need to go have a VA.
Hard pass.
Yeah, go have a VA and sit your ass down.
I don't need you to tell me anything. Only thing I need you to tell me is that you're on an island somewhere surrounded by crocodiles and sharks and alligators and snakes. So you can't come out here and hurt nobody else's child. That's what I need you to do.
I wish I would.
far, far away. I mean, you out here, oh, I did this because this happened to me. Tasha K said this. She said, I didn't become a SAer, and I was SA'd.
Right.
She said that's bullshit. And I agree. It's
well,
bullshit.
I want to make this public service announcement for myself.
Uh-oh.
If you are a dingleberry eater, if you eat shit out of men's asses, you cannot tell me anything. As a matter of fact, you need to go somewhere and shut all the way the hell up. Ain't a motherfucking thing you can tell me, you dingleberry, shit-eating ass bastard. You can't tell me shit. Motherfucker, why would I be insulted by a man who has admittedly eats the dingleberries out of people's asses, and you think you're going to offend me by the stuff you say? Really? 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 You think you're going to offend me? You looked into a camera and said, if another man had a vagina, you would marry him and make him your wife. And you think you're going to offend me? No, I don't think so. There's nothing that could ever come out of your dingleberry, choked up lips that would ever make me feel inferior to you in any kind of way. There's nothing you could say. Nothing you could say. The reason why you keep having them throat issues is because you eat the ass, nigga, and that's the problem. You got too many chemicals going, all that stuff going down your damn throat. That's why you can't talk right, and that's why you done lost your ability to do any real singing, and you're up there trying to hit all them high notes, sounding like some heavy set woman in the choir, trying to think that you sounding good. No, you're not. No, you're not. You sound like a damn fool, and I'm just telling the whole truth. I'm sorry. I'm saying what I'm saying. I don't give a damn if he is mad. He sound like a whole fool. Tell my God don't play by me. No. Y'all better tell that to somebody else. You got ass juice going down your throat and you trying to tell me I'm supposed to be offended by you? You better go somewhere. You can't tell me shit.
This man just say ass juice going down his throat.
Ass juice going down his throat.
Oh,
you taking up the garbage that's stuck to the hair on some other man's ass, and you gonna come on the internet trying to talk to me and insult me? Are you serious? You better go somewhere. I find it hilarious. I really do. I find it hilarious.
Oh boy.
You possibly think you can offend somebody, and you come out here on the internet done told all these women that you got poop on your peen and and I'm supposed to be offended by the shit you say? Nigga, you better go on somewhere. You better go on somewhere. Darryl, I'm just saying. But that's the thing. Like, they live in a world that just don't fucking exist. How you gonna be on the internet talking crap about somebody and you eat dingleberries out of men's asses? That's the craziest shit ever. And you think you're gonna offend me? Nigga, nah, player. You need to go have some cucumbers. That's what you need to do. Go get you some cucumbers. Because I hate that he already got the salad dressing. He eating the juice out of men's asses. He may as well go have the cucumbers and the lettuce afterwards. He done had a whole ass salad.
Oh hell. Oh hell. Oh,
They had a nerve to get on the internet talking about, oh, that's how I got my what he say? That's how I got my love for tossing salad. No, nigga, you better go tell somebody else who ain't got a brain that bullshit. Oh Lord, I can't take it. I don't know who they think they be talking to. Oh my God. I don't know who the hell they think they talking to. You listen here. Y'all better hope. You just better hope and pray and thank the Lord that I'm trying to be good on the Mad Church Disease channel. But I know I cut up when I come over here. But don't play with me. Don't play with me. Because if I want to cut like a knife, I sure can. And I know you're mad. And listen, you get mad because I know you don't want to admit that you're a gay man. Let's just accept the fact. You're a gay man and you know you're a gay man. So just accept the fact.
You know it, clap your hand.
Yeah, he just needs to accept the fact. Vincent then already told us you hate yourself. You hate yourself because you are. That's what was told to us. You hate yourself because you are. And I'm not condemning anybody for being anything. You can be whoever you are, but don't get on the internet trying to insult people when you eat dingleberries.
That brings me to a point. Well, you people out there that keep saying that Darryl hates the gays, look at me. I'm straight. How you live and who you choose to do whatever you do with, none of my business. Don't care. I don't pay your bills, you don't pay mine. But don't get out here with this narrative that I don't like somebody because they're gay. Gay, straight, undecided. If I like you, I like you. If I don't like you, it's because you're a foul person. It has nothing to do with your sexual orientation. If I dislike you, it's because of something you either done or said. That's it. I don't care nothing about you being gay.
But Tasha Global helped me understand. I think that really is true. I didn't realize it until maybe about a year and a half ago. We're dealing with the gay church mafia, which is really true. And I didn't understand that and I kept saying to myself, why would a man of God align himself, a person who claims to be a man of God, align themselves with these people? And then I started thinking,
they protect each other.
Yeah.
And not only do they protect each other, they will expose each other because they got dirt on each other.
Oh yeah.
People out here talking about I'm homophobic. I'm not scared of nobody because they're gay or lesbian. I'm in the film industry. 90% of the people I work with are gay. I have been on film sets where I was the only straight person in front of or behind the camera. So if I were homophobic or anti-gay, I couldn't work in the film industry. Just saying.
I'm just gonna say everything Darryl Moore told us all these years has come to pass. Them niggas can like it, hate it. I don't care if they don't like it. It is the truth. It is the truth. So it is the truth. We've been telling y'all this stuff for years. And boy, when Vincent came out and admitted to so much of that other stuff, it was just the truth, and it helped us out. It helped us understand a lot of stuff, though, Darryl. A lot of that stuff we said was true. It was really true. It was really true. Now, let me just say this, because there was something else I wanted to say. Oh, there's a preacher who cheated on his wife. Unfortunately, I don't have his name right now. Vincent told a story, so you guys can go over to Vincent's channel and watch it. He trying to go on tour or do a one-man show. He done turned his cheating on his wife into a one-man show, talking about he gonna charge $50 a ticket for everybody to come watch this bullshit.
That's like charging people to watch a funeral, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. And I said to myself, what is wrong with the church now? People are crazy. People are absolutely crazy.
Speaking of crazy, Wiley got out of jail.
And I'm grateful that he is out, because Wiley do need to stay on his medication.
Well, they gave it to him in jail.
They did. That's why he's calm. But I watched his first live, and they couldn't even get through the first live he did without cussing each other out and fighting. They were fighting in the live. One lady was trying to tell everybody for Thanksgiving to send him a cash out. Then another lady came up and said, "Oh no, you're supposed to do it. You can do it by super chat too." The other lady said, "Well, bitch, he won't get it. He won't get it right away. He got to wait 30 days. You dumb bitch." I say, "Wow, this soul took a turn." And then they went to arguing and cussing each other out. I said, "Oh, this is interesting."
He said, "This is interesting."
I said, "This is interesting."
Damn, I drank the whole bottle.
Oh yes, that's what happens. Y'all be over there swigging back, enjoying all of that. But you ain't sweating yet, so that must mean it ain't hit.
No, it's good wine. It's y'all please Google and see if there's a Cooper's Hawk winery near you. You'll thank me later. They for like $11 or $12, you can sample up to 8 or 10 different wines. They give you about this much in a glass of each wine for $12. And you get to sample, and and none of the bottles are expensive. None of the bottles is over $12, $12, $15. Some of the bottles are as cheap as $8.
Yeah, you don't want to get the Wild Irish Rose, because that might make you put on like a really bright blue suit and have some rhinestones on your shoes, walking through the lobby of a hotel singing Old Black Magic, so you might want to be real careful with the type of wine that you purchase. You might have some rhinestones on the heels of your shoes, and you might be switching through the lobby
like a rhinestone cow.
I'm just saying, you might run around having some monkey fur put on your head while you going through the lobby and have folk looking at you like a damn fool. I'm just saying, tell me, oh, that's the prophet. That's the prophet. Okay, prophet.
Shit, I can't with you. I can't. I just can't.
I'm just saying.
Man, I just can't with you. Got visualizing that with that fur.
Yeah, I can't.
That fur on his head.
Yeah, and then somebody photoshopped him laying across some animals from the Serengeti. I'm like, he already looked like a half sick lion whose days is already numbered.
No, what they say? He looked like a dead white woman.
Oh, he really did. Oh, he really did. Oh, he really did. He definitely looked like the ghost of Christmas past. I ain't lying. If you turn all your lights out in your house and then turn them on fast, and William was standing in your damn room, you would holler. You would scream to the top of your damn voice. I'm just saying, you would scream.
He is scary looking.
Yes, he getting scarier looking by the damn day. He really is.
I don't rejoice in nobody's downfall, but that's a mean old bastard. He catching hell right now. He catching hell. Anytime you come on your own show and cuss people out because they don't want to cash up you money to fly home, you're in bad shape.
All you got to do is go over there, y'all, and give him a $49.99 cash app, and that nigga gets moist. He gets moist in the ass, and
here you go. Oh
yeah, oh my goodness, $49.99. I was like, is that all it took? That's all it took.
$40 though, for real.
Oh my God. So that lets you know he might be going in them rooms in the dark, servicing people for $40. It might be true.
Mm.
Yeah, for a $49.99 cash out made the man look like the Grinch who stole Christmas, smiling from ear to ear. Don't be doing that, because some of them people see you do that, they'll be trying to call you.
They get shit. Yeah, I almost cussed. God damn it. They called me on some bullshit. I cuss your ass out.
Look, they'll be calling you.
I cuss you out so bad your parents will feel it. Shit, you better take your ass on. Sit your ass down. That's what you better do. Yeah,
but I want to tell y'all, William's wigs will be studied at NASA. Oh, y'all can best believe that. They're going to be studying them damn wigs at NASA. They're going to be like, how the hell did this stay on for that long period of time?
Gorilla glue.
Oh, and the glue from the eyelashes. Y'all see them glue boogers that he had to take out of his eyelashes?
Wait a minute. You said glue boogers. I haven't heard that since I left Atlanta.
Yeah, he had glue boogers. I said, what kind of...
How big damn.
And we all go over there to watch the train wreck. That's why he be getting so many views, because everybody go to watch the train wreck.
I don't know how you could be that mean and be that broke. Somewhere you got to be humble somewhere.
No, Darryl, I would have thought he was be humble when we was on that phone call.
Oh,
I would have thought he would have been humble then. He wasn't even humble then.
Sure wasn't.
I mean, all I can tell you is William is a left foot, right foot motherfucker. He just go around in circles. He just gonna go around and around. His life he's never gonna walk in a straight path, ladies and gentlemen. If you see his toes, you will realize he's a left foot, right foot motherfucker. He just gonna go around and around and around.
Mm-hmm.
And if you ask William to skip, I guarantee you he'd fall flat on his face. Just ask him to skip. His feet gonna make him immediately go to the left. he gonna go straight to the left. Especially if he hop up on that left foot. He going down like a willow tree. He going down
Oh shit.
like
Now,
a willow tree in the woods.
I'm thinking about that song, that cha-cha slide. Left foot.
You better go somewhere with his stupid ass. I'm just saying. William be cracking me up, always trying to act like he's so smart. And I'd be like, dude, you sitting up there with these three people talking about you went to Moore house. Yeah, you probably did go to the Moore's house and sat in their kitchen.
Hey, he ain't coming to my damn house.
Oh, not that Moore. Okay. So it wasn't that Moore. It must have been a different Moore.
What he failed to realize, and I listened to him live, seriously. I went to Morehouse. Yes, you did. I sang in the Glee Club. Yes, you did. But after that first year, you dropped out or flunked out. And you used to hang around in the library every day, had folks thinking you were still in school. You weren't. My son, Malik, my second oldest son, Malik, goddaddy, graduated from Morehouse, sang in the Glee Club, remembers William McCrae. He was like, he was here for a year. Then after that, he just would hang out in the library all day, had folks thinking he was still in school. He wasn't. He did not graduate. He didn't finish his first year.
Hey, but you know what?
He graduated with honors.
And even if he didn't, if he was a nice person, it doesn't matter. But it's the fact
that
people
would give him a pass. People would let it go.
Yeah, but he's always trying to throw that in folks' face with 3 girdles on, smelling like white diamonds and piss. Yes. And then he be mad that people respond to him the way that they respond. Who can help but respond to him the way they respond?
Because he's mean. He's a male version of your favorite gospel artist.
Who, Kim Burrell?
Yep.
Oh, with her mean ass. And and then everybody don't want to be honest. She went from just being a big bitch to a skinny bitch, and everybody get mad in the chat when I put that in their chat. I'd be like, she went from a big bitch to a skinny bitch. That's all she did.
But her problems can be fixed.
Yeah, with therapy. A whole lot of therapy. Oh, you think she need that other thing, huh? Yeah.
She need that staff of Moses.
Yeah, well, she got a wide jaw. I think she can dislocate her jaw, because it seems to me that she could probably do something, because her mouth seems to be quite big. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, hell.
That's all I'm saying. She can dislocate that jaw. I can tell. I can really tell.
Oh, God. Oh, we're going to get banned from YouTube. Oh, damn it.
But, I just don't believe her Church of God in Christ, Hot Pocket is any good. That's why ain't nobody wanted to be bothered with her. She a gospel artist. She been out here for years and years and years.
Why is she so mean? Oh, she just mean.
I don't know.
For no reason.
That's the way. But the old church is like that.
She's so talented and just mean.
Yes, she is.
She's a mean lady.
Yes, she is. That Hot Pocket ain't no damn good. It's like Andreas. It's probably as hollow as a Christmas log. Ain't nobody nowhere going there. You get near her vagina, you feel like singing Christmas carols. Oh, vagina, your leaves are slowly falling. You'd be like, this vagina. Oh my God. Like, nah, man. You want to build a campfire. Like, it ain't time to go in there yet. We gotta stay on the outside for a little while. I'm just saying, hilarious.
Well, we've been on here for 2 hours and 7 minutes, cutting up on a Friday night, like we normally used to do.
Absolutely.
Before bullshit. Just having a good time. And but I'm just glad, Marcel, I'm gonna say this again before we leave. I'm just glad that we're not involved in any of this stuff. I
sure am. I'm very glad. I'm glad ain't nobody gonna get none of my money to go visit nobody for Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. I ain't paying for nobody to eat at restaurants that they couldn't normally afford in their real life. I'm not doing none of that. And I definitely ain't trying to go to nobody's ass salad buffet that they so frequenting, in their life. They running around here with ass juice going down their throat, and they don't realize they need to head to the doctor.
Oh, yeah.
And not Dr. Shows. You need to go to another doctor. That's why they throat be all messed up, and they always having all them throat problems. I'm just saying.
I'm not gonna touch that. But I'm just glad we can't be blamed for this. The only thing we do is sit around and just watch. and be like, when it's all said and done, I'm gonna lean in. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna lean in when it's all said and done. I'm gonna say these words. 4 words. I told you so.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna log off. I told you so.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna whisper it. I told you so.
That's all I can say.
That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. So get ready. And the quote TDJ, get ready, get ready, get ready. I'm gonna say it to you. I'm gonna tell you now. I'm gonna get my lick back. I'm gonna laugh. Ooh, I'm gonna laugh when they put your name on them documents. I'm gonna laugh when they come to your doorstep. I'm gonna laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've earned the right to laugh because of what I've been through. When I'm sitting in this office, I'm looking over at my flag that laid over my dad's coffin, looking at my parents' picture, and I think about all the stuff that you said about my parents, everything you tried to do, you did to them because you were mad at me, everything you've done to me. All I'm gonna say to you, I told you so.
Because this is the I told you so phase of our existence with all of this. We just sitting back watching.
Mm-hmm.
We don't care if you don't like us. Don't nobody care.
I don't lose not an ounce of sleep. I sleep like a baby. Ask Lynn. I sleep like a baby. I be snoring so loud, I wake the dead.
We're praying for you.
Rest. I get my rest. Ask Lynn. I get my rest. I'll start a call after the night when we get out. I'll start a call. 15, 20 minutes later, if we ain't laughing and cutting up, they're like, damn, Darryl snoring loud. I wake up 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm still on the call. Everybody else has hung up.
Amen. We gotta go. The benediction has been given. Goodbye.
Yep. And lately, Marcella's been the one we leave on the call.
Yeah, sometimes
Lynn don't admit her part. Lynn be falling asleep too.
She sure do.
Lynn do that old school church sleep. She don't. She sleep in slumber, but you don't hear.
Yeah, she sleep like that crazy lady. She fall asleep and then wake back up and still keep talking like she ain't never fell asleep.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just laying down. Yeah, you laying down. You out cold just like everybody else. But Lynn, my big sister. Lynn sleep good too. Lynn gonna get her rest. Unless the whole house starts shaking, she gonna get her rest.
Well, for homicide detectives.
Oh, wait a minute. I got you, Marcellus. I'm glad you said that, brother. Hold on. I'm gonna cue it up for you. Hold on, brother. Here we go. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
In the criminal justice system, sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous. On the internet, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the A-Team.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm just saying.
And that we're the sex crimes investigators for all of YouTube. You didn't know?
Oh, that's right. That's what they said.
You gotta ask. And the first person we're gonna arrest is this guy.
Lord have mercy. All I can say is God bless y'all. That concludes my evening with y'all. May the Lord watch between me and thee while we're absent one from another. And let everybody say amen. I'm out of here. Good night, sir.
Amen. Good night. Good night, y'all.